Hello students, welcome to Sentence One classes. Students, we are working from home. But now look at the question number 3 of exercise chapter 8 miscellaneous. Okay. Now find the coefficient of x to the power 5 in the product of expansion this and this using binomial theorem. As I told you earlier in the previous class that whenever we have to find the coefficient of x to the power something in two products, then we will look for all those terms which makes x to the power 5. Like to make you remind that we find x to the power 0 in one expansion, then x to the power 5 into the next, then we will get x to the power 5. X to the power 1 in this expansion and x to the power 4 in this expansion, then we will get x to the power 5. X to the power 2 in this expansion and x to the power 3 in this expansion, then only we can find x to the power 5. Similarly, x to the power 5 in this expansion and x to the power 0, then we will get x to the power 5. So basically, I will open this expansion and this expansion, and we will look for the term which has power 0, and in this expansion power should be 5, in this expansion power should be 1, and this expansion power should be of x4. So that is how we are going to solve it. So first of all, I am solving 1 plus 2x to the power 6. Now expand this binomial expansion. It would be 6c0 1 plus 6c1 into 2x plus 6c2 2x is whole square plus 6c3 2x whole cube plus 6c4 2x to the power 4, 6c5 2x to the power 5 plus 6c6 2x to the power 6. Okay, now solve it. So it would be 6c0 is 1, 6c1 is 6, and 2x, it means what? 12x. Now 6c2, so that would be 6 into 5 upon 4 factor into 2, 4x square. 6c3, 6 into 5 into 4 upon 6 into 8x cube plus 6 into 5 upon 2. 16 into x to the power 4 plus that would be 6, and it would be 32 x to the power 5, and that would be 1, and that would be 64 x to the power 6, isn't it? Now, so it would be 1 plus 12x 60x square 160x cube 90 and 240x to the power 4 192x to the power 5 plus 64 to the power x raised 6. This is the 1 plus 2x to the power whole 6. So please pause the video and note it down. I will directly write this value over here. Okay, so I'm just roughing out this expression. So the value of this expression is 1 plus 12x plus 60x square plus 160x cube plus 240x to the power 4 plus 192x to the power 5 plus 64 to the power x to the power 6. Okay, now in similar way we will solve 1 minus x to the power 7. Okay, so solve it. It would be equals to 7c0 minus 7c1x plus 7c2x square minus 7c3x cube plus 7c4x to the power 4 minus 7c5x to the power 5 plus 7c6x to the power 6 minus 7c7x to the power 7. So 7c0 is 1 minus 7c1 is 7, and that would be 7c2, so 7 into 6 upon 2, so that would be 21, so I am writing directly 21x square, and then 7c3, that would be 7 into 6 into 5 upon 6, so that would be 35, so 35x cube, that also will be 35x to the power 4, and it would be minus 21x to the power 5 plus 7c6 is 1, x to the power 6, and minus x to the power 7. Sorry, that would be 7. Okay, so this is the expression for 1 minus x to the power 7. So I am writing it directly over here as well because we have lack of space. So it is 1 minus 7x plus 21x square minus 35x to the power 3 plus 35x to the power 4 minus 21x to the power 5 plus 7x and minus 7. Okay. Minus x to the power 7. So now we have to find 1 plus 2x to the power 6, the product of both the expansion. Now we have to find the coefficient of x to the power 5. Now look this way. X to the power 3, x to the power 2, x to the power 4, x to the power 1. We have to do, now look, coefficient of x to the power 0 in first expansion. So that is, this is x to the power 0, so 1 into x to the power 5 in this, that is minus 21. So it is minus 21. Now plus x to the power 1 in this, that is 12. And x to the power 4 in this, that is 35. Plus x to the power 2 in this, 60. And x to the power 3 here, minus 35. Minus 35. Plus x to the power 3 in first expansion, 160. And x to the power 2 in this, that is 21. Now x to the power 4 in this one, that is 240. And x to the power 1 in this, minus 7. And x to the power 5 in this one, 192. And x to the power 0 over here is 1 into x to the power 5. These all are the coefficient of x to the power 5. Now solve it and we will get minus 21 plus 12 5 is 60, 12 is 48 and 654 minus, that would be 6 5 is 30, 6 is 18, 21 plus, that would be 12 and that would be 33. Okay, minus plus 192 x to the power 5. Now simply solve it. Whatever you will get, that would be the coefficient of x to the power 5. Okay. Now please pause the video and note it down. So it was actually 420, and solving that we will get 171 into x to the power 5. So coefficient of x to the power 5 is 171. I hope it's clear. Very easy question. Now look at the question number 4. So in question number 4 we have to prove that a minus b is a factor of a to the power n minus b to the power n. Okay. So how we'll solve it? We'll look at. So question number 4 is that if a and b are distinct integers, then prove that a minus b is a factor of a to the power n minus b to the power n, and n is a positive integer. Okay, so can I say that a to the power n is equals to a minus b plus b to the power n? Is there any problem? Can I say that a minus a equals to a minus b plus b? I can easily say that. And why I have done it? Because now I can consider this as a x and this as y, so I can open the formula for x plus y to the power n. So then I will get the term a minus b in each term. So that is how we are going to prove it. So a to the power n is equal to a minus b plus b to the power n. Now I am opening the formula. So nc0 a minus b to the power n. Okay. Now plus nc1 a minus b to the power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 a minus b to the power n minus 2 into b square plus and up to that nc1 nc minus 1 and a minus b to the power n minus 1 into b to the power n minus 1 plus nc and b to the power n, or we could say directly that is power 1 and ultimately it will become 0. So this is the expansion. Okay. Now a to the power n is equal to, here what terms we are getting. Okay, first of all, if I talk about a minus b to the power n, a minus b till here, till this term, I have a minus b in all these terms. So I am taking a minus b as common till this term. Okay, from here to here I am taking a minus b as a common. So we will left with NC0 a minus b to the power n minus 1 plus NC1 a minus b to the power n minus 2 into b and so on till NC n minus 1 b to the power n minus 1. And here we have NCn means what? 1 and b to the power n. Now I am taking this b to the power n this side. So it would become a to the power n minus b to the power n is equal to a minus b. Here n is a positive integer, a and b are also positive integer. So this whole term would be a positive number. So I am saying that is equals to q, where q is any positive integer. Okay, so it means what? A minus n, b minus n is equal to a minus b to the q. It means a minus b is a factor of a to the power n minus b to the power n. Proof. Hence proof. Okay, very easy question. Now please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 8. Question number 8 is find n if the ratio of fifth term from the beginning to the fifth term from the end in the expansion of this is under 6 to 1. So here one thing is to note that if we have to find r term from the end in some expansion, then the formula is t n minus r plus 2 term from the beginning. If I have to find that fifth term from the last is equals to t n minus 5 plus 2 term from the beginning. Okay, so this is the formula. So first of all we will find fifth term from the beginning. Fifth term from the beginning. Okay, so it means t5, it means what? t4 plus 1, that is equals to nc4 a to the power, it means 2 to the power 1 by 4 to power n minus 4 into b to the power 4, it means 1 upon 3 to the power 1 by 4 q whole power 4. Okay, this is a term from beginning. So t5 is equals to nc4 2 to the power n minus 4 upon 4 into, that would be 1 upon power 4 1 is, and 3 to the power 4 upon 4 3 to the power 1, it means simply 1 by 3. Equation number first. Now fifth term from the end is equals to t upon n minus, fifth means r here is fifth, 5 plus 2 term from the beginning. So basically we have to find t n minus 3 term, t n minus 3, but we have to write general formula, we have to write in the plus 1 form. So we will write is equals to t n minus 4 plus 1 at term. So now general formula would be ncr. So ncr is n minus 4 into a to the power n minus r, it means 2 to the power 1 by 4 to the power n minus r. So n minus r is n minus 4 into b to the power 4, so that is 1 upon 3 to the power 1 by 4 to the power r, it means n minus 4. So here n will be cancelled out, 1 minus plus, so that would work 2 to the power 1. So t n minus 4 plus 1 at term is equals to nc n minus 4 into 2 to the power 4 upon 4 1, and that would be 1 upon 3 to the power n minus 4 upon 4. Equation number second. Okay, now as per the question, according to question, the ratio between these two terms is under root 6 upon 1. According to question, nc4 into 2 to the power n minus 4 upon 4 into 1 upon 3 upon nc n minus 4 into 2 into 1 upon 3 to the power n minus 4 upon 4, that is equals to under root 6 upon 1. We all know that NCR is equals to NCn minus R. So NC4 is equals to NCn minus 4. So it means these are the same terms. It will be cancelled out. Now take this power to, so that is 2n minus 4 upon 4, and that would be negative. So that it means minus 1 into. This is 3 to the power minus 1, 3 to the power minus 1, and this power will be in plus. So plus n minus 4 upon 4 equals to under root 6. So now this is 2 upon 4 is the LCM, so n minus 8 upon 4 into 3. Same here, n minus 8 upon 4 equals to, can I say under root 6 like under root 2 into under root 3? Okay, or I would say that 2 is to the power 1 by 2 into 3 is to the power 1 by 2. Now compare the power. It means what? N minus 8 upon 4 is equals to 1 by 2. So that will be 2 times. So n minus 8 is equal to 2 and n is equal to 8 plus 2, 10. So this is our required answer. Very good question. Okay, now please pause the video and note it down.